Welcome to this lesson on heterozygous genotypes. Heterozygous is a fundamental concept in genetics that describes how organisms inherit traits from their parents. In this video, we will explore what it means to have two different alleles and how this affects the traits that an organism displays. An organism is heterozygous for a trait when it has two different alleles for that specific gene. Remember, alleles are different versions of the same gene. Since organisms inherit one allele from each parent, being heterozygous means you receive different versions from your mother and father. For example, you might inherit one allele for tall height from one parent and a different allele for short height from the other parent. The heterozygous genotype is written using letter symbols. We use an uppercase letter to represent the dominant allele and a lowercase letter for the recessive allele. When written together as capital A lowercase a, this notation tells us that the organism carries both versions. The uppercase letter always comes first by convention. This combination of one dominant and one recessive allele is what makes the genotype heterozygous. When an organism is heterozygous, only the dominant allele determines the physical trait that appears. This is because dominant alleles mask the effects of recessive alleles. The recessive allele is still present in the organism's genetic makeup, but it does not show up in the physical appearance. Think of it like this. The dominant allele is the louder voice that gets heard, while the recessive allele is present but silent. Let's look at a classic example using pea plants. Capital A represents the allele for tall height, which is dominant. Lowercase a represents the allele for short height, which is recessive. If a pea plant has the genotype capital A lowercase a, it is heterozygous. Even though the plant carries the allele for short height, the dominant tall allele masks it. Therefore, the plant will grow tall. The short allele is hidden but still part of the plant's genetic information. Let's review the important points. First, heterozygous means having two different alleles for the same gene. Second, we write this as capital A lowercase a, showing one dominant and one recessive allele. Third, the dominant trait is the one that gets expressed or shows up physically. Understanding heterozygous genotypes is essential for predicting how traits are inherited from parents to offspring in genetics.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.